one of the things that was virtually non-existent back when I started and in the 80s and even through the 90s was musical education in contemporary music. And I say contemporary, not in contemporary classical, because you can get that in droves, but in how to be a rock star, or how to follow your musical dreams if you want to play the guitar in a rock format, or we didn't. There was no YouTube clips. There was private teachers, and there were schools, but most of the time you were subjected to learn the things that were taught in a school that usually, when the evolution of music was happening, they didn't usually embrace the interesting things that were happening in the evolution of music. They were just always focused on the past. So then in the late 90s and 2000s, you started to see this movement with music schools. It was really beautiful, where they started to really cater to the interests of the kids as opposed to an archaic curriculum. And the Rockit School was one of the ones that spawned a musician that I had in my band, Michael Aaron. This kid was so great. Just this young savant player, keyboard player. And he was fantastic. And I loved seeing these kids. I absolutely loved going to Berkeley. But I was confined to learning jazz and, classical music, which was all right, but I was still putting the sheet over the door and playing Led Zeppelin. And so it's really refreshing to see these schools now that are really understanding the interests of the students and then cultivating it.